Richard, what did you make of today's game overall?
Well, obviously it was on the wrong end of the scoreline. I thought it was a good game. I thought we were always in with a shout until the final 20 minutes. They got that try, and it just sort of give Featherstone a little bit of breathing space. I thought it was a tough game for both teams, certainly on the pitch. Kicking game was important, and then following it up with a strong chase. I thought Featherstone did a real good job on us in that regard in the first half, and I thought we did in the second half. We just couldn't capitalise on the field position at crucial times, I thought, today.
It was a pretty slow start, conceding 2 tries in the first 12 minutes. Was that crucial in the outcome?
Yeah, we're probably notoriously slow starters, whether that be in games or seasons by the looks of it. Yeah, so that's something that we need to think about and address. But Featherstone put us under the pump. You know, they're a quality team. We've got some very good players there, but so have we. And this is the first hit out for that 17. They've not played together as a group before, so we'll be a lot better for that game. I'm looking forward to next week already.
And you were without Ben Johnson as well after 20 minutes. I think it was. Massive that half-back was out for that long in the game. Yeah, that does tend to undo you a little bit in terms of your plays and your preparation and everything that we'd looked at in the week. But Simon Grix is a quality player. He just slotted in there, and I thought he was really good for us today. But Ben Johnson takes a little bit of the pressure off Scott Morrell. And he's elusive in his running style, and we're working a lot on his overall skills. So to lose him in the first half was disappointing, and it did undo us a little bit. We lost Ben Kay as well with a lip injury. We had a head injury, so we're a bit battered there today. I think it was around 15 penalties that the side conceded. I know we spoke about discipline quite a lot last season. Is that something you're disappointed in today? Yeah, to give away so many penalties. I can get rid of a couple of them, but come down to the ruck speed. It was the ruck speed. It was the speed and the intensity in and around the ruck. We couldn't sort of. We did for certain periods of time, but we didn't do it overall for the full 80 minutes, and that hurt us. But yeah, our discipline has got to improve, and that's with the ball as well. I thought when we scored the try in the first half, it was down to us being a bit more patient, not forcing the pass, getting tackled, and then obviously Scott put a great kick in, and Bennington crossed over. So there's a bit to work on. There's a little bit to work on there. I'm not too despondent because it's at the time of the season. We needed that game to find out what we can do and where we need to improve. We've got a fairer idea now, but this championship is unforgiving. You need to learn, and we need to learn quick. And a number of players making their debuts: Alex Foster, Dan Fleming, and Jai Hitchcock. How did you feel that they went today? Yeah,
we've got with the Castleford, we've got a good relationship with them. Obviously Will and Brandon are on season-long loan, so they're our players. Jai and Alex, I thought, contributed well. I had a couple of sessions, and it's difficult to come into a team. Alex was warming up with Castleford on Friday night, and Jai, I thought, did well. I thought he had some nice touches, a couple of breaks, but probably didn't get the ball in his hands enough to see what he can do. I thought Will Sharp was outstanding again. He's certainly picked up from where he left off last year. Saved a couple of tries, nearly got over the line himself. He'll be disappointed in that, he'll be down in that changing room, but they can all hold their heads up high. It wasn't a lack of effort or attitude, far from it. It was just smarts and discipline.
And you're still confident going into next week's first home match against Sheffield?
Yep, always confident, and probably more so after a frustrating loss. We'll have to work hard this week. We'll have to pick a team that we think is going to do a job this week. There were some areas that I was really impressed and pleased with, but on the whole, we needed to do it for longer. We needed to be more consistent in our approach. I thought we bombed a couple of chances in that first half, whereby the lesson was the try that we scored was being a little bit more patient.
Couldn't find a way over in the second half, but obviously you had some decent field position right at the start of it. couldn't find a way over? Were you lacking a little creativity there?
Yeah, the first 3 sets, we managed to kick the ball over the side, over the dead ball. We made an error with one, and then we give a penalty away. And then sort of 3 just puts us on the back foot. We were really confident coming at half time. I thought Featherstone threw a load at us and we absorbed it. We were only nearly a score, just over a score behind, and we're getting that try. We're right back in it. But it was a tough, the field. It was a tough to get out there. But that's the same for both teams. But we'll be looking forward to. I'm looking forward to this week already.
Having battled hard in this game last year, it came down to the final match of the season to separate these 2 teams. Is it concerning having this result in the first game?
No. We would like to have won. It would have been fantastic for us and more so our supporters. But we'll play Featherstone a couple of times this year. We'll just have to do a better job, on some of their key individuals. I thought the halfbacks, Tom Holmes, probably in particular, was very good today, defensively as well, and threw himself around as well. So we played with one halfback, and we had Scott and Simon. We probably needed to adapt quickly and probably change the game plan a little bit earlier with that in mind.